Welcome to the Battle Zone. This is the Animated Wrestling League Strong and Free, episode 56. Let's get started.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it will be contested under high-speed rules. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, from the Unified School of the Tiger Style, Tiger Moss 3.
Alright, Tiger Mask 3 on his way into action. We take a quick look at the rules of the high-speed rules match. 5-minute time limit, one fall to a finish, no countouts, false count anywhere, no rope breaks, DQs are in effect. And in the event of a time limit draw, it ranks as a loss for both men. Now normally when you see something like high-speed rules, to almost everybody that's cruiserweight, that's light heavyweight, that's junior heavyweight, that's X division. Well, when we say it's not about weight limits, we mean it. Because this match, in terms of weight limits, is going to be the mismatch of the century. Or at least one of the biggest mismatches we are capable of providing in the Animated Wrestling League. Yeah, any of the augments would qualify, but this guy, not exactly a junior.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the laboratory of Professor Nicodemus, accompanied by Dr. Jigoku, representing the augments, and the Proteus Wheel, Mecha Callux.
Mecha Callux, his 8th match for the Animated Wrestling League. He has 4 wins, 3 losses, giving him a win-loss ratio of +1. Whereas Tiger Mask 3, 44 wins, 38 losses, ratio of +6. Of course, that refers only to AWL competition. Any matches held in other promotions throughout the world do not count. So this is going to be power over skill and experience to start us off at AWL Strong and Free, episode 56. We are 1 month away from our season finale. Tiger versus Cyborg. As the timekeeper jumps the gun a little bit, and every second counts. And wait a minute, Tiger Driver G3 to start us off. Into the cover here. 1, 2, that could have been the fastest match in history. On a night where we've got not 1 but 2 championship matches. Let's take a look. Black Tiger Justice, the tag team partner of Tiger Mask 3, will defend the AWL Grand Championship against Project Tetsu 3.0, also of the Augments. Over in the Joshi tag team division, Dragon and Tiger make their second title defense against the Wasteland War Party, an undefeated tag team challenger. The best of 7 series continues. Usachan, Wild Thing, match number 4. And we have in tag team action T49P, Kid Canada, and Hassan against the Golden Guns of Bullet Club Gold. Tag team action, and coming up next, 2 of the best young high flyers in the game today, RazerWyng versus Erupcion Solar. It's cyberspace versus the center of the sun. I love wrestling. 2 off of the Beast Bomb. As Mecha Callux looking to avoid an embarrassing loss here. Oh, belly-to-belly overhead release suplex with 3.5 minutes on the clock approximately. There are no time calls, of course, in a high-speed rules match. No time for them. Collar and elbow tie-up. And look at that. The inconceivable advantage to Mecha Callux, formerly of the Proteus Wheel. Oh, look at that! Like a freight train! Now, disqualifications are in effect in high-speed rules. Tiger Mask 3 has shown himself qualified to compete on the outside of the ring. Beautiful Hurricane Run. He's been racking up wins in these high-speed rules matches over names like Ichiban, Ninja Max. A bunch of these guys have been showing up in this new high-speed environment that the AWL has created this season. Hip toss, escape from the abdominal stretch by Mecha Callux, as we are about to hit the halfway point of the time limit already. Just to give you some sense of scale here, there's a good chance the match is going to be shorter than the entrances. Irish whip into the corner, huge splash, no! Hoist by his own petard, Tiger Mask, waiting to boot until Callux was already in mid-air and he committed himself. The laws of physics can be a cruel mistress. It is well known. Attempted a body slam on the super heavyweight. No, thank you. That's not happening. Cover with about 2 minutes on the clock. 1, 2. 2 minutes and 2 title matches tonight. BTJ Project Tetsu. And that's going to be the 10th title defense. A record-tying 10th title defense. Over the top rope. There's only ever been one V10 record in the AWL. And wait a minute. Shinji Dai, Sunrise, the new generation, the new era. 1, 2, it is G3. It is Generation 3 for the Tiger Mask Dynasty in the Animated Wrestling League. Collar and elbow, trying to get back into the ring. Now this is interesting. I've noticed how different wrestlers are using different strategies here when it comes to stay in the ring, go out of the ring. Tiger Mask seems to prefer the inside. Tiger Driver G3. Tiger Driver G3 for the 1, 2, 3 in 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Don't need one more time. We've got the win for the Tiger. And that's going to move Tiger Mask 3 up to 45 wins. 38 losses ratio of +7.
Here is your winner, Tiger Mask 3.
We've got a huge amount of professional wrestling action to cram in tonight, so we're going to jump straight to the match itself. 10 minutes on the clock. Flying knee. And immediately going down to the ground into a Fujiwara armbar is Erupcion Solar, the luchador from the center of the sun. Meanwhile, the American from cyberspace, RazerWyng, who's still auditioning to be a part of the AWL squad at the season finale, should that match be accepted by the Bang Bang Gang. Oh, nasty knife-edge chop there. Double underhook, butterfly suplex by Erupcion Solar, who's, I think quite wisely, not trying to fly with RazerWyng, because I don't think it's safe for him to do that. I don't think it's the smart strategy to do that. But of course, we call Erupcion Solar Raiga no Deshi, one of the last disciples of Jushin Thunder Liger in the latter's active career. Dragon Screw leg whip by RazerWyng. Erupcion Solar has that reputation of a lucha libre high flyer, but he can ground and pound, he can be technical when he has to. He can also do a standing moonsault, which, as common as that's become these days, is not an easy maneuver to physically pull off. And Tope Suicida, Erupcion Solar sidesteps and gets out of the way. Brilliant. Taking a look at the win-loss records in this contest. Hang on. RazerWyng. Oh boy, this is not so nice. What do we have here? Got up to 3. RazerWyng 8 and 11 in his AWL career. That's a ratio of plus 5. It's a -5. After his win last week over Juice Robinson. Erupcion Solar 44 and 46, ratio of -2. So they're both on the negative side of the roster here, but they are attempting to pick up wins that will keep them out of the Bottomania danger zone. Erupcion Solar looking to fly from the top rope. And thinks better of it. Maybe trying to psych RazerWyng out on that exchange. I don't know. I am not a professional wrestler. I don't fully understand the strategy here. Knee strike by RazerWyng, and he's thinking something stupid. Oh! Knee drop on the apron. He goes all the way down to the floor. Jesus H. Christ on a 2x4. Irish whip back into the ring. 7 minutes left. Oh, back elbow. And so there's been amazing counter wrestling by Erupcion Solar this entire match. Spin round, 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 round. I get around. Wow, I'm old. DDT. 6 minutes, 40 seconds. Erupcion Solar looking to build up a head of steam here. He's calling for something. I'm not sure what. Oh, huge Mexican uppercut. So the rope break. Yeah, that's what it happens. That's what it looks like when the referee gets the rope break and they don't miss it. Of course, this is AWL rules. Oh, wait a minute, no, counter, beautiful counter to the Supernova. Almost a rider kick right to the face. Erupcion Solar looking to be in big trouble here. Swanton bomb! He soars through the air with the greatest of ease, the flyest wrestler in the galaxy. Caw-caw! Cover. 1, 2, kick out. RazerWyng in trouble, twisting. Now trying to keep his opponent grounded. That's smart. The battle of the high flyers, even with Erupcion Solar. Wait a minute, what now? And going to the other leg, attacking both legs. He's not even trying to keep him off of the high flight. He's trying to keep him from a vertical base. Cover, referee in position. 1, 2, 2.5 before the shoulder comes up.
5 minutes have lapsed. 5 remain.
Erupcion Solar. Oh, look at that! Both go for a maneuver and wind up missing. Half and half suplex, dropping him right on the top of his mask. Standing moonsault, and this time it's Erupcion Solar who escapes. And there we go, front flip Huracan Rana. About 4.5 on the clock. And trying to clip the wings of the hawk, the golden hawk. Going up. Looking for maybe another one of those swanton bombs. Can he hit it? Yep. Full extension. Fans are chanting one more time, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. 1, 2, 3. RazerWyng with a quick, clear, and concise victory, bringing him up to 9-11 ratio of -3, dropping Erupcion Solar also down to -3. Hey, wait a minute, cut the music, cut the music, cut the music. The Bang Bang Gang just came out to the crowd, and it's Rock Hard Juice Robinson, the man that Erupcion Solar beat 1 week ago, to, at least for the moment, escape the danger zone. Collar and elbow tie-up, you see the Golden Guns. Now, they're the ones that are actually scheduled to have matches tonight. T49P, the leader of the AWL squad, Kid Canada, and his regular tag team partner, Hassan, are supposed to have a tag team match. I'm told they've just been... Okay, yeah, I've been told the T49P have been told that this is happening. They're leaving their locker room right now. They're on their way here as the Shinai being used. The kendo stick, or the kendo sword is more accurately known. Erupcion Solar, who's just wrestled a match, I'll remind you. A hell of a match against an amazing high flyer in Erupcion Solar. Boom! German suplex. Now taking on an unexpected and very different opponent, but he's got the Shinai himself. And of course, in the elimination match, there we go. T49P here to provide a little bit of assistance.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall, already in the ring, representing Bullet Club Gold, Austin, and Colton Gunn, the Golden Guns. And their opponents, making their way from the United States of America, Calgary, Dramatic Alberta, Canada, the Arab American Dream, the most Canadian champion in the world, Hassan, Team Canada, T49P.
Team 49th Parallel, our transcontinental tag team. We've got some order restored here. Juice Robinson still here on the outside in the corner of the Bullet Club, and you can see there RazerWyng remaining. He's refusing doctor's orders. He doesn't want to go back. He wants to see this out. And looks like he's going to be in the corner of T49P. Now I will point out that this is the first official tag team match for the Golden Guns, 2-on-2, in the Animated Wrestling League. So they are technically speaking 0-0 in terms of win-loss records. T49P, they've not been a particularly active tag team this season. It's only their fourth tag team match, and they are 1-2 in their 3 previous appearances. So right now, it's not about rank, it's not about the tag team titles. Right now, it's about scouting, it's about softening up the Bang Bang Gang, because a massive challenge made last week in an unexpected appearance by Kid Canada. 4-on-4, Atomicos elimination match at the season finale. If Bullet Club agrees, they get whatever they want from the AWL Commissioner, whatever he's willing to offer, if they win. If the AWL squad wins, Bullet Club Gold banished from the Animated Wrestling League for good. That loophole that Bullet Club and Bullet Club Gold are legally speaking separate entities will no longer prevent the Bang Bang Gang from being eliminated from the AWL. Running cutter by one of the Guns, I believe that's Austin, one. And these kids, I mean, they're second-generation professional wrestlers, they're stars, they know what they're doing, former All Elite Wrestling World's Tag Team Champions. They just happen to be a couple of ass boys, but they've got the physical gifts, they've got the skills, without getting kind of eugenic about this, they've got the DNA of professional wrestling megastars. They are both 50% daddy ass, and that is scientific fact. Covered deep into Bullet Club territory. I'm sorry, I'm going to use Bullet Club Gold and Bullet Club interchangeably because I'm kind of an asshole, and frankly, Bullet Club Gold doesn't roll off the tongue as well as Bullet Club. Back elbow is about 12.5 on the clock. This is a sanctioned match. It was scheduled earlier tonight. Face first into the canvas, I believe some blood drawn across the visage of Kid Canada, the most Canadian man in the world, who spoke for the locker room, stepped up as a locker room leader last week, made the challenge, announced himself the captain of the AWL squad. We don't know who the other 3 members are going to be. We do know that RazerWyng has offered, even though he's not an AWL original, and he hasn't been around here that long, he has offered to be a member of the AWL squad at the season finale. Running neckbreaker by the Gun, I believe, was Colton tagged in? I think that might be Colton, I'm not sure. Tag Kogeki opportunity, and they're going to get it, gun to gun. Oh! Vicious body blow. Genetically speaking, these are children of the Attitude Era, so they're not actually all that technically good, but they're very good at punching people, even though that was technically, I think, still illegal at the time. Oh, fist drop right to the face. You could hear that echo throughout the battle zone. 1, 2. Animated Wrestling League, strong and free. You can see the best international, interpromotional, professional wrestling action in the world. Tag made to the Arab American Dream Grand Slam champion and famouser Daddy's legacy for the 1-2. Daddy Famaster. Hassan kicking out at the last possible second there. We're almost a third of the way to the time limit of this 15-minute time limit match. Hassan realizing where he is in the ring, he needs to get out of the Bullet Club triangle. Remember, imagine that there's an invisible line to the neutral corners. Tag team wrestling, a game of territory. You want to keep the action on your side of the ring and away from your opponents. Double tag. Kick to the midsection. And one of the guns going up is looking for a Stormbreaker. Where the hell did he learn that? And, you know, Will Austin, I mean, I know Juice Robinson has felt the Stormbreaker a few times. So has Switch King Jay White. I didn't know they knew it well enough to teach it to anybody. Oh, look at that! Great! Sliding, I don't know if it was a sliding forearm or a sliding elbow, but it worked. One. Kick out by the Golden Gun. Swing and a miss. Trapezius claw hold, something he picked up in the dungeon. And big swing and a miss from Bullet Club, and if they're going to be that sloppy in the Atomicos match at the finale, again, if they accept the contest, they accept the challenge, they're gonna die. Coming up, dropping down. Nine minutes on the clock now. Kid Canada, of course, the reigning Canadian national champion. If you pin him in a tag team match, that could lead to a title opportunity in the very near future. He has yet to defend the Canadian national title. He's more focused on dealing with Bullet Club, and I do not blame him. Tag is made. In comes Hassan. Lariato over the top rope down to the floor. Hassan's still your legal fighter, though I don't think the guns have fully realized it. There you go. There you see it. That's what we needed to watch. Knee DT. And going for the American Sniper. And an immediate tap out. High cross body, the Famouser not going to be doing enough to put down the American Spirit. Hassan has that American Sniper, and the Bullet Club wisely tap out immediately.
Here are your winners, T419T.
All right. The T419T will be united against Bullet Club Gold, and RazerWyng with a clear and easy way to join them. If Wild Thing wins this match, it's series point for her.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall in the best of 7 series. Introducing first, currently possessing 2 victories, from Transylvania, representing Monster Union, the Lethal Lycanthrope, Wild Thing!
If Wild Thing can pick up another win over Usachan tonight, Usachan will have to win out in order to force a tie-breaking match. And that will be an Everestian mountain for the rabbit-style professional wrestler to try to climb.
And her opponent, currently possessing 0 victories, representing True Love, fighting out for Warren, Usachan.
With 1 draw in the series and 2 losses, she's got to start winning. If she loses tonight, she cannot possibly win out legitimately. She will have to try and force a tie break. And remember what Usa-chan is fighting for. She wants to bring her girlfriend Betty Bubbles back to the Animated Wrestling League. And she has agreed to the terms that she will join Monster Union if this doesn't work. Here we go. And for like the third time tonight, our timekeeper is jumping the gun badly. Starting the clock before the bell, actually. I'm gonna have to have a word with him. Lariat right down to the floor, fortunately on the opposite side, away from the manipulator, the witch that formed Monster Union in the first place. And of course, Wild Thing looking to pick up victories to avoid being in Botchamania herself. Standard AWL rules apply in these matches. Big drop kick by Usa-chan going into the cover now. One kick out. 45 seconds seems like a little unlikely, shall we say, to pick up the victory over the forces of evil, or the forces of monstrosity. 9 minutes remaining. And immediately, look at that, look for the goozle, and an incredibly high angle choke slam. That's the superhuman strength that her, apparently from birth, case of lycanthropy grants to the woman we know as Wild Thing. Taking a look at the win-loss records coming into this match. Usa-chan at 33 and 25, ratio of +8. Wild Thing 26 and 37, ratio of -11. At the moment, Wild Thing is in the Botchamania danger zone. Of course, that could very, very easily change as this best-of-7 series continues. Uppercut, beautiful sting kick, and this crowd is going absolutely nuts. I can barely hear myself think. I have no idea if I'm coming through clearly in your audio feed, because I cannot hear a damn thing. This is incredible wrestling. 1, 2, kick out. And again, huge lariat. So far, Wild Thing completely controlling the ring, and now having to be very, very careful. Disqualification would give a much-needed victory to Usa-chan. On for the 2. Up we go. 3. Bell clap escape. Of course, 20 count on the outside here in the AWL, as you know. As they both know, they've already fought for 1 time limit draw and 1 count-out victory for Wild Thing. 1 pinfall for Wild Thing as well. That was with the Lycanthra Bomb last week. And of course, Wild Thing's going to be looking for the Lycanthra Bomb again. Going to be looking to get that signature maneuver that wins her most of her matches. Usa-chan, on the other hand, a lot of options to finish off her opponent. She's got the Usagi DDT. She's got the Bunny Hop Extreme. And of course, that coast-to-coast drop kick that she's been known to use, and she's recently started incorporating Betty Bubbles, her girlfriend's former finishing maneuver, which is a hair grab and knockout punch, which can do a lot of damage very, very easily, without a whole lot of setup. Now these two know each other very, very well. Oh, look at that. No, miss with the double stomp. But here we go. Set up. Boom. Right hand. The right hand of love. 1, 2. Love. It's like, love is very much like a punch to the face sometimes, isn't it? Looking for the Usagi DDT. Hisatowaza. Finishing technique, Hisatowaza Usagi DDT. Pulling away, no chance of a rope break here, but the manipulator is going to get involved. This match should probably be over by now, but Usa-chan this entire season has been thinking and fighting with her heart and not with her head. And I think that's going to come back to bite her right now. She gets thrown all the way across that 20 by 20 foot AWL ring. Wait a minute, here we go. Going for a Transylvanian twister. Boom! Referee out of position. That's thanks to that chair that was added to the ring by the manipulator. And I think that distraction of the referee.
5 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
That distraction of the referee, inadvertent as it was, gave Erupcion the wherewithal to kick out of the Transylvanian twist. Body slam, she likes those werewolf headbutts. Her charging dog. A canine crunch. Looking for Lycanthra bomb disconnected. Roll up, 1. I probably should have been at least the 2. Senior official Joey, Bobby Ganoush. His name is Bobby Ganoush. A little bit low here. A little bit slow on that. Low DDT. And again, the manipulator going to evolve. Come on, ref. You got to get rid of her. Why is she allowed out here? Get rid of her. Double trapezius claw hold. The claws of the werewolf sinking into the shoulders of Erupcion, who is in serious, serious trouble. She could pass out. She could tap out. She could be knocked out. The referee might have to stop this. But Erupcion able to escape to the outside. Wild Thing tried to control the territory, but as always, Wild Thing is a wild, uncontrollable, unpredictable professional wrestler. Even when the manipulator tries to program some sort of a strategy into her, there's no guarantee she'll actually follow it. Over the top with the cutter, or the blockbuster, snapmare, whatever the hell that was at that point, I don't care anymore. 3.5 minutes. If this goes to a tie, that will still be that will still be series points for Wild Thing, because there would be 3 matches left, essentially making this a best of 5 series, and Wild Thing already has 2 victories. So Erupcion cannot afford a tie or a loss. He needs a win here. The back paw is missing, the rolling heel kick too high.
There are 3 minutes remaining.
And the wrestlers can hear those time calls as well as you. Oh, come on, bunny hop right now. That's how you win this. And more distraction, this almost hypnotic gaze and voice of the manipulator. The mysterious, maleficent benefactor that created the Monster Union. Forward elbow tie-up, inverted, dragon drop. Less than 2.5 minutes. Erupcion gonna fly back first and hits it, clutch! And that rolling technique so that you land with your back, better chance of hitting your opponent, more surface area, and you're gonna land flat, you're gonna spread out the impact, and you're gonna be back to your feet just those few milliseconds faster. And a few seconds in wrestling, that's the difference between victory and defeat.
There are 2 minutes remaining.
This could go to a draw. That's not good. It's our final non-title match of the night, by the way. Tag team and grand championships on the line in our next 2 bouts. And the manipulator now trying to get close to Erupcion. Realizing Erupcion close to becoming her newest charge. Her newest asset, her newest member of the stable. And here we go, he stops so well, so Usagi DDT into the cover. 1, 2, kick out. Oh god, how many times is this now? 4, 5? Erupcion should have won this thing. At this point, it's her own fault. Oh, red
1 minute. 1 minute left.
Ooh. Wild Thing with complete control of the match right now. Erupcion has done some dumb, crazy, frankly illegal things for vengeance, for love, for whatever you want to call it. And now a Transylvanian drop. As she rises up to the top. And there's the shot. Looking for the Lycanthra bomb with only about 10 seconds on the clock. Lycanthra bomb! 1, 2, 3. Wild Thing just wearing Usachan down and out. Unbelievable. Right hands. Not enough. Usagi DBT, not enough. In the end, the Lycanthra bomb making this match point. One more win or draw.
Here is your winner, Wild Thing!
One more win or draw, and the Wild Thing wins this whole shebang. Last week, the Wasteland War Party jumped to the front of the line. Tonight, they challenge for the tag team titles.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, one submissionary knockout to decide the winner for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, fighting out of the Wasteland. The tag team combination of Heidi Howitzer and Max the Impaler. Together they are the number one rank in the AWL for the Wasteland War Party.
5-0 in tag team competition. Heidi Howitzer undefeated, 6-0. Max the Impaler, 9-3.
Challenge their opponents. They are both reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions. Tonight, making their second defense. The tag team combination of Spring Tiger and Dawn Lioness. Together they are Dragon and Tiger.
4-0 this season, so we've got 2 undefeated tag teams. In about half an hour or less, we will have only one. .30-minute time limit. 1 fall to a finish for the signature red leather, the Joshi division. Wasteland War Party, for all of their power, for all of their insanity, there's not a whole lot of tape on these two, as opposed to the veterans.
This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League. AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Hopkins in charge.
Now, of course, the big question is going to start off the match as the official takes the Joshi Tag Team belts, holds them up, the red leather signature of the AWL Joshi division. As we await the bell, you can see the fans, they are on their feet all around this sold-out battle zone here in the Greater Toronto area. And collar and elbow tie-up, Irish whip into the corner, and immediately Dragon is starting off against Heidi Howitzer, and the Tachi, so important. The first strike, very, very important in these situations, that can set the tone for the whole match. And as I've said so many times before, if you can wrestle your type of match, if you can force your opponent to wrestle your match, you've got a good chance of winning this. Heidi Howitzer yet to taste defeat in the animated wrestling league. Quick cover, that could change in about 30 seconds total. Now the two different styles here, the Wasteland War Party, they are a power tag team. And they are unrelentingly aggressive. Whereas Dragon and Tiger, they're more technical. Yeah, they can fly, yeah, they can ground and pound, yes, they can stand and strike, but they are technical wrestlers. They are professional wrestlers. These other two, as Max the Impaler makes their way into the ring, these two are just fighters. They're brawlers. They live hard out in the wasteland, and they bring that same attitude into professional wrestling and to everything else they do for that matter. The tag is made. Now, Dragon and Tiger seem to be employing a classic tag team strategy of quick tags. Keep the opponent off balance. And the Dragon school of professional wrestling and the Tiger school, the unified school of the Tiger style, the Dragon style, the Tiger style, are different enough that this strategy is valid for these two. Their predecessors, Dragoness's father Dragon and Tiger Mask 1, the original Tiger Mask of the AWL, when they were a tag team, used to do the same thing, keep their opponents off balance. I wonder if there was a consultation on that. Stunner, eliminating Heidi Howitzer from the corner. Max on their own at the moment. And another top rope stunner using the ring itself as not necessarily a weapon, but a tool for victory. And, oh wait a minute, Tope Suicida! And that's the manager of the Tigers in the AWL. Speaking of Tigers, Black Tiger Justice will be defending the AWL Grand Championship in our main event in less than 28 minutes time. Oh! Full body press. And Spring Tiger, I think wisely getting out of dodge for a second, and goes after Heidi Howitzer. That's maybe a little bit less smart. As Dragon is being brought into the ring the hard way, the referee focusing as he should on the legal combatants. Max the Impaler and Spring Tiger are the two legal fighters at the moment. And remember, in the case of a count-out or a disqualification, the titles will remain with the champions. That is what happened in their last title defense. Ooh, down we go into the Fujiwara armbar. That's part of that classic mat-based style that Spring Tiger was originally trained in back in the Tiger's Cave. Though while she's expanded her repertoire and her collection of skills, she does like to maintain that tag Kogeki. First tag Kogeki of the match, Hurricane Rana Bomb. Great combination of techniques there, the Hurricane Rana Bomb. And I've been saying since the invention of tag team wrestling that sometimes the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. One great team will always beat two great wrestlers. A long way to go for a spin kick, but a great escape by Dragoness. Coming off of two tough losses in the last week. One against Black Tigress here in AWL Strong and Free 1 week ago. And a loss to Emily Nagasaki in a #1 contenders match for the singles title over in AWL Hontai in Japan. So she's been putting in the travel time this past week. Oh! Clothesline to the back of the mask. And oh my god. Oh! Technically I think that's a gut wrench suplex, but it didn't look like one. That was not pretty. Heidi Howitzer, undefeated in the Animated Wrestling League. Big stomp and a jawbreaker, not technically a stunner. Double leg takedown, and yeah, they don't teach you that at wrestling.
5 minutes
wild
have
thing.
elapsed. 25 minutes.
Spring Tiger having to escape. And a desperation move here. Oh, back step by Spring Tiger, able to put on the brakes. That's the superior experience. And I think this might be in there. Wait a minute, Heidi Howitzer calling for the wrong corner. She's going after her opponent, not her partner. 420 elbow drop. Oh no, here we go, another tope suicida, and catches her into a DDT this time. Holy crap. If that's what the manager does, is it any surprise that the Tigers are all multi-time champions in the AWL? Split leg does not connect there. And I'm going to point out, we're only about, what, 7-8 minutes into this. These tag team title matches can be endurance bouts. Earlier this season, we saw our first ever 30-minute time limit draw and title retention. Over in the men's division with the Augments retaining the title back when they were still the champions. We're coming into that time of the season. We got about a month before the end of the season, which is when the tag team rankings will be reset for next season, and that means we've got that means it's a busy time of the year for the tag team champions. Multiple title defenses in successive weeks. It's going to build up your stats for your title reign, but it could also wear you down. And, tombstone pile driver. Straight from the Wasteland with the tombstone pile driver. Dragon is forced to break it up in order to save the match and the championship. Referee keeping an eye on things, making sure to reset the count at the correct times. Oh, beautiful headlock suplex to a super heavyweight like Max the Impaler. And you can just see the shock in Max the Impaler trying to show off the power, show off the body a little bit. Maybe to make up for the fact that they just got thrown from a headlock position. Tag was made. Dragoness, the legal combatants. 8 minutes gone. 22 left. We're definitely in the mid-game here. These teams are going to start looking for ways to put their opponent away, for ways to eliminate the partner, prevent the breakups. They're going to look for the end game, look for these spots to Waza, but no, the power of Max the Impaler taking their opponent's head clean off, and the tag mate to Heidi Howitzer. A woman who lives up to her name, and boom, on drag. Tag is made as the non-binary nightmare comes in to break it up. They're wild, they're crazy, they're unpredictable, but they're not stupid. You don't you dare underestimate the skill or the intelligence of the Wasteland War Party. You do so at your peril. Spring Tiger with an excellent backstep there, and I think Heidi realizes I just screwed up. I let my opponent make the tag. Unimpeded. Boom! And into a cover here. One. Now that's interesting. Dragon is very close to the rope. She could have gotten the rope break there a little bit easier than the kick out, I think. But did she realize it? Did she realize where she was? Max now in, and Max with a goozle into a oh my goodness, military press over the shoulder power slam. Max the Impaler making their presence felt in the semifinal match of AWL Strong and Free 56. And another pile driver. One.
Ten minutes have elapsed. 20 remain.
So far, this has been a match of great defense. Counter wrestling, escapes, breakups. It's all been about the defense here, and that's actually really smart by the champions, because I don't think they can match the offensive power. Wait a minute, going for the Dragoness drop. Can she hit it? Yes, she does. Dragoness drop. 1, 2. Her own contribution to the Dragon style. We've heard of Strong Style, Tiger Style, Fox Style, Sneaky Style, the Dragon Style, the foundation of the Animated Wrestling League. Tag made, Spring Tiger back in. And that's the Impaler. Actually in trouble here, having to use her full body weight for that arm drag throw, but a cover way too deep in enemy territory by Spring Tiger. Quick breakup by the undefeated Heidi Howitzer. And again, back into that military press slam position, taking full advantage of not only the wide stance, but the incredible all-over body strength, tree trunk-like legs, great upper body power. Up. Oh, great escape! Again, that's what we're talking about, defensive wrestling! And a jumping knee, shades of Jumbo Saruda. We might be walking the Queen's Road here in the Animated Wrestling League. The tag is made. In comes Dragonas. Oh! Modified ankle lock there, trying to take the legs out from under the non-binary Nightmare. And I think that's smart strategy. Keep them off their feet. Negate the height advantage, possibly negate the power advantage as well. Dragon, no! She's going for the Dragoness Sleeper. Her own variation. Now this is interesting. Throughout this match, Dragoness has been focusing on her own original techniques. She's not been dipping into the store of finishers granted to her by her father. Oh, wait a minute. Mac's about to do something very stupid and very dangerous. Takes the match to the outside, boot to the midsection. Oh no. Oh no! Power bomb! Onto the steel superstructure of the ring. Dragoness is out. I have no idea how Dragoness is still standing, much less fighting. Dragoness, even though being on the outside technically favors the champions because of the champion's advantage, Dragoness wants to do this in the ring. I think that's smart. I think so. Dragoness is at her best. She's not a brawler. She's an all-rounder, but she's not a hardcore garbage brawler. Max the Impaler certainly could be if they wanted to. 16-40. Oh, couple of hard shots. Oh, that's going to be a fine. And yeah, we do actually fine wrestlers when they do those headbutts. Kick to the midsection now, and going back for another powerbomb attempt. Oh no, she is. Oh god, that's a butcher bomb. One, not a great cover, but still Spring Tiger required to come in to break that up. Dragon has flopped it. Oh no. I think this is legally considered attempted murder, whatever's about to happen here. Max the Impaler is out of their mind. No, no! Wait, she caught them! She caught them! Dragon has caught Max! She caught them! Using Max's own momentum against them with a power slam out of whatever the hell that was supposed to be off the top rope. And Max the Impaler, what's left of them, is still a legal fighter. Spring Tiger brought in illegally. But a Dragon Kanrana into the cover. And after that full force power slam, the count academic.
Here are your winners, and still Animated Wrestling League, Joshi Tag Team Champion, Dragon and Tiger.
An amazing clinic in counter wrestling preserves the Joshi Tag Team Championship around the waist of Dragoness and Spring Tiger. Main event tonight. Will we get a V10 title reign?
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall, one submission knockout to decide the winner, and it is for the Animated Wrestling League Grand Championship.
All for Dr. Jigoku. And interestingly enough, Project Tetsu 3.0, the challenger tonight, accompanied by the entity Jigoku Destroy, that currently has the record for most title defenses. His second reign as the 20th AWL Grand Champion. He won the belt at AWL 305, did not lose it until 340. 35 episodes he held that. More than a season and a half, nearly 2 season title reigns. He lost it via Intercontinental cash-in to Kid Canada. And now his partner, his fellow augment, looking to prevent another V10 reign. The 26th AWL Grand Champion looks to equal the 20th champion with V10, 10 victories in title defenses. "66 wins, 40 losses, ratio of plus 26, but another number, 7. 7 days ago, Black Tiger Justice was knocked unconscious by the fall forward powerbomb of Project Tetsu 3.0. Project Tetsu sits at 94 wins, 57 losses, plus 37 win-loss ratio, compared to BTJ's plus 36. On paper, and given recent history, this match belongs to the Iron Project of Dr. Jigoku. So it is victorious tag team partner who's already beaten an augment tonight. His victorious manager who's already defended a championship tonight. The unified School of the Tiger style stands together, ready to fight the forces of mad science. God, I love wrestling.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting on the laboratory, representing and accompanied by the Augments. Number 1 ranked in the AWL Best 4, Project Tetsu 3.0. And his opponent, he is the reigning and defending Anime Wrestling League Grand Champion, tonight making his 10th title defense, accompanied by and representing the unified School of the Tiger style, Black Tiger Justice. This is an officially sanctioned Grand Championship match under the auspices of the Anime Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, the AWL Senior Official, Jerry Babagoosh, in charge.
The most important prize in all of animated wrestling, dare I say, all of professional wrestling, the Grand Championship. Held aloft, on the line, bang a gong, we are on, this is your main event, Springboard Poison Rana! And as we saw in that tag team match between the Tiger Brothers and the Augments 7 days ago, another Poison Rana, can he hit it? Yes, he can! Springboard Poison Rana ×2 by the AWL Grand Champion, starting off his 10th title defense. As we saw in that tag team match, this is the type of offense you need to take down the Iron Project. Former tag team Grand Champion. One of the top wrestlers in all of the Animated Wrestling League. I already said it, plus 37, 94 wins in his career. And the Grand Champion saying, just I dare you to get back in the ring. He's not going to fall for the trick. Oh, yes, he is! Tope Suicida! Now, remember, in the event of a disqualification, the champion retains. That would be a valid V10. And Dr. Jigoku knows it, so he's going to keep himself and Jigoku Destroy well back, I think. And they return to squared circle. Dive misses. Will the augment take advantage? No, it will not. Collar and elbow tie-up. And look at that. Picks him up like he's a small child. Sometimes the small children fight back. Irish whip. Off of the ropes. Power slam. We saw how useful a maneuver that can be just a few moments ago. One. Get a couple of hard shots in here. Knee strike. Rolling out. Control of territory. So important in a match like this. Call it right up. Two-handed choke bomb. We've already seen the referee have to call for a stoppage off of the high-impact offense of Project Tetsu 3.0. I am terrified of what will happen. We could have a new Grand Champion every single move from the Iron Prod. Oh, this is not going to be good. Full head of steam, spears him straight down to the floor. Oh no. The Iron Man, the Iron Project. Oh, double axe handle. Concussion City if he's lucky. DDT again on the outside. Those inch-thick mats. You can see the concrete around the edge of the crowd area. And now onto the concrete in between the ramp and the ringside area. 27 minutes remain. We're only 3 minutes in. Time probably not going to be a factor at this point. You can't submit a man on the outside, but you can certainly break his ribcage open. And it took every ounce of energy for those elbow strikes to get him out of that bear hug. As we count up to 8, remember we've got a 20 count. Lights here. Oh, wait a minute, DDT, Homer first into the concrete. Black Tiger Justice, halfway through the count now. He's got the Iron Project down. Our lighting team can barely keep track of these two. Senton on the outside and just pummeling with strikes and offense. Project Tetsu in trouble now. 14, 15, and oh, an arm breaker followed up. Oh! I think he might have done it. 18. Project Tetsu's not moving. Dr. Jigoku is going to have a fit if this is how this ends. I mean, it is a ring out, but V10! Dr. Jigoku, his head in his hands, apoplectic at ringside. Project Tetsu 3.0 defeated by the referee's count.
It was your winner by ring out and still Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, Black Tiger.
The record has been tied, but will it be broken? To find out, stay tuned to the Animated Wrestling League. For tonight, Korede Kimarida.